Hello guys, welcome to today's episode of Side Hustle. Leo na interview mtu anaitwa Mtu Picha. Tuko ndani ya Mtu Picha Studios. So, some background information. Mtu Picha is a popular photographer here in Narok and beyond. But tunataka leo kujua Mtu Picha as a brand, Mtu Picha as a person. So, first things first. What is your real name? Watu wanakujua tu Mtu Picha, Mtu Picha.
Yeah.
Leo tuelezee jina yako nani?
Well, thank you so much, Koila. Thank you for having me on your show. My real names are Alex Orenge Ombuna. Hiyo ndio majina utapata kwa
Alex Orenge Ombuna.
Yes.
Na Mtu Picha ilikujaje? How did you come up with the name Mtu Picha?
Well, for the longest time, when I was in campus, my friends used to call me Mtunguyas. Mtunguyas is a slang that was used back then, like 10, 12 years ago. Took the name Mtunguyas. And for a very long time on my social platforms, nilikuwa naitwa Mtunguyas Alex. So when I was coming up with a business idea of photography, when I was coming up with photography, I was like, I need a good name, a name that will, reflect back to Mtunguyas, will reflect back to me. Ile mtu akiona hii jina anajua, this is so and so. So nika coin the name Mtu Picha.
Okay, Mtunguyas, Mtu Picha, because you're doing photography.
Yeah, so Mtu Picha nilitohoa from Mtunguyas.
Kutohoa.
Yes.
Okay.
That is the right, if I can use the right word, yeah.
Okay, and just for the sake of the viewers and for the sake of those, there are those that have the aspirations to be a photographer. What inspired you to venture into this field of photography? In other words, what was the driving force? Ulikuwa umesota ukasema leo naanza kupiga picha, ama is it passion or is it an opportunity that you identified?
Okay, I'm a communications graduate from the university. So after working for roughly 10 years, working for various companies, so ilifika point I needed a job badly because I have a family to feed. It's a long story, by the way. I don't know if I have time, but photography is something I've always inspired to do. Yeah. It's always been in me.
Are you passionate about photography?
Yes, very passionate.
Is it something that you would do for free? Starting out?
I used to do for free.
Okay.
I used to take pictures for free when I was starting out. So initially I was doing it for fun. I was doing, taking a snap, I take a picture of you, blah, blah, blah. I can see something nice and take a picture. Okay. But I didn't know it was, it was coming to this.
Okay.
And it's something I'm doing.
So far so good, right?
So far so good, yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Do you have a niche? Do you have a specialty? Mtu Picha labda ni mtu wa weddings, ama Mtu Picha ni mtu wa events, ama is it general? What's your business model?
Yeah, despite, I'm doing photography in all angles. From documentaries, portraits, weddings, events coverage and all this. But I think where I stand out is portraits and studio photography. Okay. This is where I've pumped in all my energy. I'm affecting every day in terms of studio photography. But I'm not limited to that. I'm venturing outside. I'm doing outdoor shoots, event coverage, documentaries.
So that means you have a team, right?
Yes, I have a team.
Ama unafunganga studio. Ukienda event unafunga studio.
No. I have a team of 3 guys that I'm working with. I have full-time guys in the studio. I have interns that I'm nurturing.
So you're providing opportunities,
yes,
internship opportunities and work opportunities.
Kabisa. I have interns in studio.
That's good.
I'm helping develop their skills.
Some of them, people.
Some of them are super talented. I'm just being there, guiding them and showing them ABCD.
You can shout out to one of them.
Adagala Brolin is a very good graphic designer. Okay. Yes, Sam Toxic is full-time in the studio. Okay. So these are the people that you'll get here. When I'm not here, everything is running according to plan. They are super talented,
Okay. Yeah. And how did you come about, developing a unique brand? Mtu Picha is now a known brand.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah, it is. I didn't know. Thank you so much. So, Mtu Picha, I've told you where it came from, and I worked for Google Africa for like 3 years. I was there. I was doing digital skills for Africa. I was the trainer for East Africa mostly. So I trained guys on how to create a brand, how to get online, how to, to get noticed out there if they're starting a business or a startup. So as a brand, so I employed the same tactics. Whatever I learned at Google Africa for those 3 years, I was like, I can improvise this in my business. I can, I can push the brand. I can, brand starts with the personality. Who are you as Koila? Who are you as Mtupicha, as a person?
So it starts with you as a person.
Starts with you. Starts from deep down within, discovering yourself and knowing the end goal. What do you want to achieve at the end of the day? So to picture the brand is mtu. I did in high school. I did a series, set book called Walenisi.
Okay.
Safari ya
I remember.
Utu.
Nakumbuka safari ya Utu.
Yes, in Walenisi there was Safari ya Utu.
Yeah.
So mtu picha, there is mtu in it. So mtu first of all means humanity, a person.
Yeah.
Right? So mtu, as a person, I want to bring humanity into the whole aspect.
Okay.
I want to give back to the society at the end of the day. So Mtupicha is a brand that the end goal is to give back to the community and try to make a better life, a better, better world than I found it.
Okay.
So Mtupicha, the brand, I've tried to push it in terms of Google. What can I say? The search engine in terms of online presence.
Yeah, Google My Business.
Google My Business.
You can find you there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Branding like I said, it starts with the persona.
Yeah.
So if you see a person wearing a fedora out there, if it's not me,
Labda Rao.
so I'm having this every day because it's not that I don't have any hat to wear. It's not that.
It's a brand.
It's a brand in itself.
Like you want people to get used to that.
Yes.
And associate a fedora with Mtupicha.
With Mtupicha, yes.
Oh, right.
Yes.
And if I can just ask, how did you first market your business? Because starting out can be difficult. Any startup is definitely it's difficult to start up.
Yeah.
Marketing is difficult. So in your first days, how did you start to market your work?
Okay, if I can go a little bit back, I started photography from a borrowed camera.
Oh,
yes.
Wewe ni ule mtu alianza na kuku moja?
Yes. I used to work 3 years back. I was working with Media Max, Google K24. I was there for a couple of months, like 8 months. And I got the opportunity to handle a camera 1-2. So coming back home every weekend, I was like, I can't be idle. I need to look for something to do. So a friend of mine called Gitahi was like, can you tag along? He's a photographer in Narok.
Okay.
Big up Gitahi. So this guy used to tag me along. Naenda namsaidia camera work. Akona video nashika picture. Just for free sometimes. Sometimes ananipea something to, to buy food for the family. So with time, I went back to Nairobi and I was like, man, I can, this is something I can do.
Yeah.
I'm not working, but I enjoy doing it. And there is money coming out of it. So what they say, do what you love, and you'll never work a single day.
You'll never work a single day.
So Gitai gave me that opportunity. Nikamfuata mara mbili tatu nne. I was like, I can quit and do this. I approached a friend of mine called Joborina, and I was like, I need a camera. Can you? I don't know where to get one. I was just ile kuongea kawaida, you're talking and chatting. And he's like, I have a camera at my place.
Okay.
Can you come and just see if we can help you out?
Yeah.
So I went to, the place is called Kawa Sukari. Nikaenda kwake akanipea camera with 2 lenses. That is an entry level Canon 1100.
Yeah, let me just cut you short. Ndio nisisahau swali. Ndio photographer aanze. Alafu uendelee na hiyo point. Ni camera gani? Which is the basic camera? Is it that hiyo ni umetaja?
Yes, I was actually getting there. So he gave me an 1100, Canon 1100. It's an entry level camera.
Okay.
But it's a nice one. If you have 2 lenses, you have a zoom lens and a wide angle. You're done. You're good to go. So that is how I started. Like I started taking pictures for free, for fun, not for free, for fun. Like petrol station, all that. Ah, guys, do you like this? Ah, thank you. Here is 100 bob. You know. And I was like, I can
Kumbe
make
you can
money.
make uko zile za kumbe naweza make do like
if
I can do something and get money out of it.
If I can recall, you were one of my first clients. This guy, he came to me and he was like, we want a picture. I took them to some garden out there.
Actually, when I was starting out in graphic design as a professional, ile picha alipiga Masai Mara, I really sold a lot of copies of that. Tutaongea behind the scenes.
That picture was for fun. I was just in the wild taking pictures, and I actually sold the picture to him and made back. So, you know, initially I didn't start with the idea of making money. I was passionate about it. I just wanted to.
So you're
I was just clicking. I was just clicking. You know, clicking and you like this? You know, I could go back and I'm like, I'm making money.
Starting out can be a bit difficult, but how did you develop your skill? Uliingia Google ukaanza kusoma like angles of photography, sijui lighting, ama how did it come out naturally? Ama did you have somebody like you are looking up to? Did you have a mentor? Ama self-taught? Na if self-taught ulitumia platforms gani kulearn? Na again, what platforms are you using to market your work online?
So for a start, I was just clicking. You know, I could put my camera at automatic and just click automatic, and you know, automatic
doing
everything for you.
You're not doing any settings.
Yes, no settings, nothing. I'm just automatic. As long as I'm framing it right, I could just click. But with time, you know, there's online, there's Google. I used to, you know, check, because I used to work with them, so I know most of bulk of the information is out there. So if I want to take a studio shoot, how do I do it? What settings do I put? So I could. Every day is a learning day. If you want to do something,
na bado hujafika.
You know, if every day everything is out there. If you want to do something, if you want to, you know, to take a good picture, you can get the settings online. Like you see how the people are doing, and
so hakuna excuse.
Initially, I did that. No excuse. No excuse. But that is not where the big break came through. The big break came through when a cousin of mine started a studio, and he invited some photographers over. You know, he had a studio in town, so it was like
in Narok.
Yeah, in Narok. Yeah, it was called Dream Media. Hey, bro, you know, I was just there because I had the passion, and he wanted to chip in, and you know, he gave me some work. So I was there, and he brought in some photographers from Kisumu, Major Sun, Joe Moments, and Ray Moment. Major Sun is a big shot.
Name.
Kondele Kisumu is you know, is the top photographer. So I you know, big up to, you know, my cousins for introducing me to them. Hesbon, thank you. And so this Major Sun, Joe Moments, they were experienced photographer. They had done this for some time, and most of my editing, actually almost 90% of my editing, I learned it from those guys, from Major Sun, from Joe Moments, you know, because there's one bit of photography that is taking pictures, and now the end product, which is the editing. Now the editing is where, you know, it cuts everything,
and that is why you have a good photographer. And one thing about photography, viewers, you cannot be a bad photographer. You're either a photographer or not. Just like graphic design, you cannot be a bad designer. Who are you designing for? Who wants bad designs?
Exactly.
So and now you became established. So how did you now grow? You know, from just the field experience, you know, freelancing, now establishing a studio, and now expanding. I believe you now have a team. So how did you come about establishing a studio and expanding your team?
So from these skills that I learned, you know, I perfected them over time. So I decided to go solo and just look for something I can do. In terms of photography, so I wanted to do something on my own, something I can, you know, I can I can know ABCD. I can put my all in. You know, if you're doing something for yourself, you put 101% in it because you don't want it to fail.
They say that you are only backup.
Yes,
you
exactly.
You can't F
You
up.
can't fail. I know, I know, I know. So, I had a motorbike. A motorbike that I bought, courtesy of my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law actually was like, "Mtupicha, you don't have a not Mtupicha, Alex, you don't have a job, and we can partner and get a motorbike." So I had a motorbike from raising funds, and my mother-in-law, rest in peace, mom. So this motorbike, I had it for like 2 years, and I got this place that we are in right now, and I sold it at 70,000, and every single shilling of that I just paid rent.
So you sold your motorbike,
and I paid my rent,
and you paid your first rent.
Yes.
Did you also buy some equipment with that money?
Yeah. So, I bought one light. This lights go for like 20,000, so I bought a light. And during my freelancing, I had managed to buy a better camera.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a Nikon D7100.
Yeah, so you hit the ground running, like you already had a place to.
So I had a camera.
At that time, I believe you are alone.
Yes, I was. Of course. When you're doing a startup, you don't have so many people because the cost is too high to manage all this, because So I was alone for a couple of months. Yeah, and then things are going upwardly.
So how have you leveraged social media to market your work?
So social media, let me say, the internet is, right now.
Like, would you say most of your clients, are they online? Are they as a result of your online advertisements, or are they as a result of referrals?
No, I can say
or
both.
Is it people that know you physically, or is it just walk-in customers?
Walk-in hardly, but I can say referrals and online presence is what is driving people here. So online presence is that I'm using my social platforms to advertise my work. So having these skills from Google in terms of building an online shop, creating a brand and online presence. So I've fused all this and trying to, there's the listing, Google My Business listing. There is the paid AdWords and all this. So I've been able to leverage a lot. So I'm getting clients calling, searching me online. And
so you have people like just organic searches.
Yes, organic searches, because if you do, there's something called ranking in Google. So if you're performing good on the ground, people are giving you rates. They're rating you. So the higher you rate,
the higher you appear
on the search on the search engine. So I think if you Google videographer Narok, I'll be number one. You Google photographer, I'll rank high. If you Google portrait photography, so this is the Google search. You'll still get me, because that is a keyword I'm using. In Narok, as long as you're specific about Narok.
What are the basic skills that somebody requires in order to just start a basic photography business, whether freelancing, that will eventually end up to be a studio, but if you're just starting out as a freelancer, what are the basic skills that somebody would require?
So number one, let me say, you need to unafaa usome tu kwanza. You don't have
masomo iko wapi? Ni online ama?
No, you don't have kusoma photography. You can be unaweza kuwa umesoma education, umesoma nini, but photography, number one, what I believe in, you have to be passionate in it first. Lazima ukuwe na passion, like you want to do it, si ati kitu umefosiwa ama kitu, you have to have the drive.
So mi siwezi sema nataka pesa leo nitaanza photography.
Always. If you're looking for the money as the nini,
it has to start as a passion.
As a passion, yeah. As a passion. Okay, na pia kuna watu wamesomea, you go to school and you know you're forced to do it. So at the end of the day, if you just went to school and you don't have the passion, the output,
Yeah.
haitakuwa pleasing, haitakuwa from the heart.
Itakuwa from the heart.
Because this is something you're doing from deep inside.
Would you say that photography is an art?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
So the more creative you are,
Yes,
the better the outcome.
the better the outcome. Definitely.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
What would you say? Hii ni swali tricky sana. What is the mtu anahitaji do ngapi kuanza? Tuseme unataka tu kuanza like basically unataka kuanza photography. Leo kuna mtu hapo hivi anataka kuanza photography lakini anajiuliza how much do I need? Ama just mention the basic equipment yenye mtu anahitaji, then from there tutajua price.
So photography to start, you need a camera definitely.
Na ulimention rudi ile model
Canon 1100.
Canon 1100.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So 1100D, yeah. So Canon 1100D is you know, it's an entry level, but it's a powerful one as long as you have the lenses. So we have a camera, you need a lens, okay. You need a laptop to edit, definitely.
What softwares do you need to edit?
You need software, of course. You need Photoshop, you need Lightroom. Sahi kuna Photoshop for pictures. You need Lightroom for pictures. Then there's you need Premiere Pro. Is a bit pro for video. You need CapCut for video.
Yeah.
So there's CapCut for video or Premiere Pro. So CapCut is it's easier to use, and Premiere Pro is the advanced level of software. Yeah.
So tukisema laptop ya 30K?
Yeah. That will do.
Light ulisema ni around how much?
Light. Okay, for a start, I don't think
light is not necessary.
That is because light. If you're doing something outdoor, because for a start you don't have a studio. Let's say you're starting outdoor. So outdoor, you don't even need a light.
You only need a camera and yourself and your laptop.
Exactly. So roughly, let me say Canon 1100D is like you can get it at 20,000 in the market.
Okay.
20K. You need a card. A card is roughly, let's say, 2,000 shillings. You need a lens. For a start, you can start with a 18 to 55 millimeters.
Okay.
That is a wide angle lens. It's the kit lens.
Yes.
So kit lens goes for like 5,000, 6,000 thereabout.
Okay.
So for this camera, you can get it for 25,000 with the lens.
Tweeter 25
roughly.
Laptop 30,000.
Laptop 30.
That's 55.
Yeah. So with 60K,
you're good to go.
You're good to go.
And yourself also. Lazima na wewe mwenyewe
60K
na wewe mwenyewe kujituma.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
With 60 you can start.
Okay. Yeah. Sijui kama utaambia watu hii ama they'll have to come to the studio to contact you. What is your rate card? Naweza sema for events, sema ni harusi. Unafanyanga harusi na how much? Sema ni events outdoors, maybe kuna studio shoots. How have you designed your packages, your pricing?
My rate card,
or is it flexible?
It's flexible. You know, it depends. It's not cast on stone.
Mtu akikuja hapa na suti
for a picture, if you come no, not really. Not really, but for studio photography I'm doing 150 shillings for a normal edited picture.
Okay.
Or Kenya shillings 300 for a highly edited picture. Yeah, so 300 and
that's for a studio shoot. Studio
session. So for weddings it varies, it ranges from as low as 35,000 to as high as 200,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mimi naanza
depends with the client.
I'm now a photographer. Ninafungua studio. Nimesikia nilikuwa nataka tu kujua hiyo price. Okay, in every business, you know that there are challenges. It's not a bed of roses.
Yeah.
So what are some of the challenges that you've encountered You know, we're trying to shed some light on people who want to start such a business.
Okay.
And from your experience, what are some of the challenges that you are facing, and you are likely to face until the end of photography?
Yeah. So challenges is that number one, you'll never, the equipments, they will never be enough. Like at the end of the day, sahi, kama kuna couple of lenses nataka.
Even na hizi lenses zote naona huko hivi.
Yes. I still need what? There are a couple of lenses I need. So challenges ni mob.
So it's a cost implication.
Yeah,
right?
it's very costly. If you want to do it pro, for a start, it's not costly. But if you want to do it professionally, getting live stream equipment, getting drones, getting all this, it's really, really challenging. Challenges zingine ni data, clients data. Tuseme umeenda wedding, umepiga video, umepiga picture. You might lose all your data. Like umeenda umefanya job ya 100K and your cards decide to, crash.
So what happens in such a case? Do you refund the money?
Bro. Yeah, there are cases I've refunded a lot of money to clients because sometimes it's beyond me. It's not me, Unaweza enda na hiyo card inaweza potea on the way,
By the way, maybe equipment.
Yeah, ndio hiyo. I'm getting to the challenges. Ndio hizo. Theft, it's one of them, one of the challenges. Nimeibiwa equipment zote when I was starting up. They stole my 7100 camera, they stole some 3-4 lenses, they stole a laptop that was worth 100K. So I lost a couple. So these are the challenges that so from there una learn, unajua how to survive, how to avoid them, how to counter them.
On the side of clients, what challenges do you face on the side of clients? Do you have some unpaying clients, if I can call them?
I have a lot of work pending here.
Mtu amekuja studio amekukalisha 30 minutes.
Mwingine ni ule uko like huyu atalipa, huyu acha tu. Ako like sawa, wacha hapa chini narudi.
Na changes kibao.
Yes, so a lot of mwingine anakuja amejama amekasirika hapa, mwingine challenges ziko, a lot of them. Kuna client tunapea kazi na aenda akienda. So
but I believe with time we've learned to see challenges as opportunities.
Yeah, we have been able to leverage on that and just know ways ya counter hizo challenges.
Okay. Yeah, so as we come to the end of the interview, it's time to blow your own trumpet sasa. Sasa chocha watu, waambie penye unapatikana, which services you offer, how they can contact you. Sasa chocha clients.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Nashukuru, it's been a good session. Mtupicha Studios is located at Corner House, 2nd floor. This is Narok Town. Next to Maish Boutique and just in between Maish Boutique and Cooperative Bank, Narok Town. So we offer end-to-end kind of media solutions. So we're doing event coverages, maybe baby showers, weddings. We're covering, we're doing burials, sorry to say. We're doing studio photography. This is portraits. We're doing photo books, photo mounts. We mount your pictures, we frame them. And we're doing documentaries, we're doing drone services. If you have a drone job, reach out to us. If you want live stream services, Mtupicha Studios has all these solutions for you. So if you want to reach us, you can reach me at mtupicha@gmail.com or at 0726 96 1031. That is my line. Thank you so much.
Asante sana. Thank you very much, Mtupicha. It has been an awesome time speaking with you.
Thank you so much.
Asante sana.
Asante sana. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, viewers. This has been The Side Hustle. Karibuni sana. See you next time.